In tropical climes there are certain times of day when all the citizens retire to throw their clothes off and perspire. It's one of those rules that the greatest fools obey, because the sun is far too sultry and one must avoid its ultraviolet ray. The natives grieve when the white men leave their huts, because we're absolutely, definitely nuts! Mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. The Japanese don't care to, the Chinese wouldn't dare to. Hindus and Argentines sleep firmly from 12 to 1, but Englishmen detest our siesta. In the Philippines they have lovely screens that will shield you from the glare. In the Malay states they have hats like plates which the Britishers won't wear. At 12 noon the natives swoon and no further work is done, but mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. It's such a surprise for the eastern eyes to see that though the English are effete, we're quite impervious to heat. When the white man rides, every native hides with glee, because the simple creatures hope he will impale his solar topee on a tree. It seems such a shame when the English claim the earth, that we give rise to such hilarity and mirth. Mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. The toughest Burmese bandit can never understand it. In Rangoon, the heat of noon is just what the natives shun. They put their scotch or rye down and lie down. In a jungle town, when the sun beats down to the rage of man and beast, the English garb of the English Sab merely gets a bit more creased. In Bangkok at 12 o'clock they foam at the mouth and run, but mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. Mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. The smallest Malay rabbit deplores this filthy habit. In Hong Kong they bang a gong and fire off a noonday gun to reprimand each inmate who's in late. In the mangrove swamps where the python romps there is peace from 12 to 2. Even caraboos lie down and snooze, for there's nothing else to do. In Bengal to move at all is hardly if ever done, but mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday, 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 out in the midday sun. Cut! Wait, no, wait, don't cut. Limburg, bring back the video. Thank you, Limburg. Sorry, force of habit. Welcome back. As you can see, we're in the midst of a mild apocalypse. The sun's rays have grown greatly in heat and intensity, threatening all life on the planet to slow and horrific death. But that's no reason we shouldn't go out for walkies. No true son or daughter of Albion adapts his behavior to the weather in any fashion whatsoever. So here we are, we've got the local gym leader. I was just looking for him, and we've got this man, who I'm afraid still thinks we're dating. It's hard to get a word in edgewise of some sorts of people, you know. People in Pokemon need sunlight to survive. So why does this sunlight fill us with so much dread? I think it's a matter of quantity. So, you know, the dose makes the poison, as it were. Yes, look at it. The blazing sun over Sotopolis is growing even more intense. Soon all of Hoenn will be caught under its withering glare. What do you mean? The sun is... The other parts of this region don't get a different sun, you know. I think we're all in this boat together, sir. If that were to happen. That is happening. The sunlight... I mean, it takes a few minutes to reach Earth, but now it's here. Even if we fix it, we'll have to deal with it for 8 more minutes. Oh, it's these people. Oh yes, so I went into an underwater cave to try to finish this feud once and for all, and things went badly. One thing sort of led to another, and here we have the end of the world on our hands. Quite a bit of pressure for such a young boy. I'm almost certain I'm only 10. I know what must be done. Do you now, Maxie? Oh, have you changed course? The make more land scheme is no longer panning out? The fruit of our collaboration with the Devon Corporation, and it represents the height of Hoen's technological knowledge and skill. Well, okay, technology. Oh, the magma suit! I saw you working on this! I thought it was delightful. Oh yes, I'll just put that in the pocket of my backpack. We had actually been preparing that in anticipation of making contact with Groudon. Oh yes, Godzilla showed up. I believe Godzilla has a working arrangement with the sun, and is causing all this nonsense to happen. But at this point, it doesn't look like there's any hope of that for us. There's nothing we can do except leave it to you. As usual. And yet, even with that magma suit, is it probable that anyone could pass through that magma, now fiercer than ever due to the forces of nature? Wait, is the sun making the magma hotter, even though the magma's underground? Once again, humanities major, you'll forgive me for asking stupid questions. Is it just all hot things are getting hotter? Is that what's going on? That's true. It is very possible that its energy could be far greater than our calculations show. There is nothing to fear. Yes, Boy George, be my advocate. The blue orb he bears. Its ancient powers will protect both the boy and his Pokémon. Will it now? You've hit the nail on the head. These old folks at Mount Pyre did say something about that. That the red orb would unleash Groudon's primal powers and trigger a primal reversion. Whilst the blue orb had the power to reverse that and calm the beast. Is this... Oh dear, so we're going to have to fight Godzilla, and I'm going to have to use an item in battle? Which I think is against the rules? Yes, the energy overflowing from the Cave of Origin just now. It is the same energy that gives Groudon its power. With the blue orb, which contains the power to suppress that, it should be possible to calm the rage of this flood of magma. Of course, the blue orb's power alone will not lead you to where Groudon waits. You will not reach Hoen's core that way. We're going to the center of the earth now, is that? Use the suit that you were just given. With that, it will finally become possible to stand up against the forces of nature. Yes, I suppose I'll have a go at it. It's rather uncanny how much you're all trusting this 10-year-old boy to sort all your problems out for you. You're treating that blue orb I picked up as though it were completely non-transferable. We couldn't give all this equipment to someone a bit more qualified, perhaps someone that the suit would fit better. I doubt that you made that suit for someone who's a head taller than everyone here. Excuse me, a head smaller. I'm a boy! I'm a wee little child, is my point. Hunter, to think that you had the blue orb. You'll be okay. You and your Pokémon can handle it, whatever happens. I hope for everyone's sake that you're right. Oh boy, here we go. No man or woman from Stratopolis is permitted to enter the Cave of Origin, but a foreign child is fair game, is what you're telling me. Here we go. We'll also get our people together up top here to help any folks and Pokémon in trouble. Will you now? My little scamp of a savior. That's me! Looks like we're making you bear all the burden on your little shoulders alone. I'm sorry for that. I'm glad someone is mentioning it. It's quite peculiar on my end. Is this just how you do things? But I know you're going to see this through. Oh yes, there's Maxie. My last attempt to kill you didn't pan out too well. What do you say we call it a draw? Oh, she's saying that I've become a man. Fellow trainer, I have caused great harm, and for that I apologize most sincerely. But now we find ourselves at an impasse, and you and your Pokémon are all that humanity has to count on in its stand against Groudon. Frightening thought! Truly fearful. The fate of our world, the world upon which all humanity thrives. The fate of our world rests in your hand. So are you abandoning the Make More Land plan? Is that completely off the table? Oh god, no, not you. It's the woman. She's sniffed us out. I'd like to point out that the only way to or from this city is through an underwater tunnel, which leads to many questions concerning its general infrastructure, but also speaks to this woman's sheer tenacity. tracking me down to harass me. Hunter, I heard on the news that things were going haywire around Sotopolis. Then I saw you on BuzzNav, Hunter. I couldn't sit there and do nothing when I knew you were in the thick of it, so I came flying. Oh, God. Oh, here we are. What? Isn't that Team Magma and Team Aqua? Yes, you're quite perceptive. We're in a terrible fix, and perhaps you should just step back. Don't make me fight you. Okay, can I just say that I am, like, shocked and confused on so many levels right now. This is probably something way bigger than I can imagine, isn't it? Yes, fortunately, you're exempt from all this on account of you're just a 10-year-old child. So I'm not even going to ask right now. I'm going to try to find what I can do to help, and then I'm going to do my best with that. And I'm going to keep on hoping and believing that you'll be okay out there, Hunter. Yes, join the club. Everyone has truly absurd amounts of faith in me. Because you're the best friend that I have. No. I'm very bad at giving people the right idea. This man thinks we're dating, and this woman thinks we're friends. I have wanted nothing more than to be rid of you. At every turn you have hounded me. Aside from my children, I seem to have only one real friend, and that's Wally. Wally's delightful. I'm glad Wally's not here. I hope he's safely indoors. The sunlight, I'm sure, doesn't sit well on him. Does anyone have presents for me? Let's see who's got presents for me. Random woman, no. You think we're dating? Do you have presents? You'll be okay. No one. Woman, your presents? No, they're all saying what they said before. Do I have the team I want? Fellow trainer. Okay, she's saying the things that have been heard before. No one's giving me presents. Do I have the team I want? I purchased a bunch of medicines. That's good. I did not teach Tartuffe to dive. Instead, I brought Hero out for the off-screen section. And I've got the explosion share on. I'm trying to spread things around a bit. They're all in pretty good condition, it seems. And so the overbearing sunlight that surrounds us, this apocalyptic heat wave, that makes water-type moves not work, but we'll be underground. We'll be shielded from the sun. So, with any luck, Tartuffe may be able to carry this. And I'm sure this is near the end of the game. We're probably likely to encounter some sort of powerful Pokemon that we haven't seen before. Here's hoping. We've stocked up on balls. What's over here? Unsmashable rocks! Interesting. Is there some other terrible move we're going to have to learn? Oh, the ground is quaking. Oh boy. Oh, here's the thing. Will we catch a thing? Another goddamned bat. I don't like this. I don't like it at all. Cut it with wings of steel. I'm not catching this. My distaste for bats is on record, and I already have a bat. I have Millie. Millie's all right, I suppose, but no, I think we've decided upon the rule that it's got to be the first Pokemon I've had nothing to do with yet. So none that I've caught, none that I've failed to catch, none that have died. Yes, Mame's growing hefty and brawny. I like Mame. I like a sense of fashion. Now, what have we... Hamlet's still probably alright. Here we go. Trying to save the world. I was about to say that... Oh. Do we see if that's a... Oh, no, we missed it. Oh? Is this a thing? Come on now, ever so gingerly. No? No? I'm hoping that it won't be a bat. Will you... No? What on earth is going on here? Okay, time to find out. If this is something we've never had or failed to... Oh, God, it's another bat. I should put a repellent on, really. I don't want to have to deal with all these bats. I don't like them. Like, a single bat could be delightful, but... just years of nothing but bats. Don't like it. Go murder that bat. Cut it to ribbons with your wings of steel, Hamlet. Yes, well done. So, we've got to fight Godzilla, who I'm guessing is a fire type. Perhaps Hamlet wasn't the greatest of choices. But Hamlet does have that ability where he can't be killed all at once. So he could get one good move in. This may be a deep dungeon in any case. We may have to use an escape rope and go back to town. What's down here? More nonsense. If they have anything that's not a bat. Maybe the deeper levels have things that aren't bats. Hope springs eternal, doesn't it? Please don't be a bat. What on earth is that? Oh, I don't know, but I want it. Oh, it's scary. It's some sort of child crocodile or something. I think I've seen one of these before. It's resistant to everything. Maybe it is it doesn't look like steel. Okay, that works normally. Does darkness... okay, darkness is normal against steel. We'll try one more of these. Oh, what on earth do I name you? Is this a bad thing? No, it's not a bad thing. Maybe we'll try a ball. Wonder what premier balls do. Could be worth a try. Oh, yes, it's quite tasteful. I like that. Oh, perhaps it's not very useful, though. But maybe that means we want to get it out of the way. Okay, it's getting tougher. Maybe we'll attack it once more. Okay, yes, that didn't murder it. That's good. Hamlet can take a lot of abuse. The physical sort. Emotionally, I imagine him to be rather fragile. I forgot how many Ultra Balls I purchased. Let's just use one of these. Makes it more likely to work, right? Or perhaps not. This thing's quite... okay. Just playing with the baton. Have fun with that. I'm going to put you into my ball. Okay. No? Maybe I've just been getting unlucky. These are the best balls available. My balls are always bouncing to the left and to the right. It's my belief that my big balls should be held every night. There we are! So, this thing has a face on the back and a terrifying mouth on the front. What do we call you? Deceiver Pokemon! Mowile's huge jaws actually steel horns that have been transformed. Its docile-looking face serves to lull its foe into letting down its guard. When the foe least expects it, Mowile chomps it with its gaping jaws. Since it's perhaps a tribute to the great David Hasselhoff. How do we... there we are. We'll call you Dr. Jekyll. I like it. Welcome to the party, Dr. Jekyll. We'll figure out what your deal is. In due time. Let's medicate our boy. What have we got? Oh. Shrek does not have a sack lunch. We should give that to him. Maybe the confusion one? Oh, maybe we should do the burn one. Where's the burn one? Frozen, no. Here, let's give this to everyone involved. Theodosia. Let's give you that. Tartuffe. Oh no, you need the thing to become large. Let's keep that on you. You're likely not to get burned. Maine, we don't want you to get burned. But acting first is nice. Let's keep that on. Mrs. Lovett, I think you can't get burned. Because you are a fire person. Shrek, you won't get burned. Okay. I'm guessing that there'll be more fire nonsense and fewer bats when we get deep into this. Okay, will it be a fire person? No, it's another goddamn bat. I'm not sure if this battle with Godzilla will be more difficult than anything we've encountered before, but let's see. I suppose a little bit of experience shared amongst the party couldn't hurt, especially for some of our lower level brothers and sisters. Okay, yes, get that out of the way. This is more... So there's that one branching path. Aside from that, it appears to be a tunnel. It's going all the way down. I suppose Godzilla dug this tunnel? He dug the tunnel and he left little steps. I like that. Considerate. Oh, shaking. Oh dear. Okay, let's... Oh, what's this? Oh, it's another one of these. I've got one of these. Let's... Could be good for some experiences. We've got one gymnasium left. And we have to save the world from Godzilla. And after that, there's probably some more, if this is... This is like the only other Pokemon game I've ever played. Things keep changing on me. Like, things don't look like what type they are anymore. Or perhaps I'm just viewing the past through rose-colored glasses. The types of older Pokemon didn't make much more sense than the types of new ones in hindsight. If I remember, the Psyduck is not in fact a psychic duck. Perhaps it's just a duck that enjoys Greek letters? Yeah, we're still in good shape. Is this a thing? Oh, I've got to go to the thing. Oh dear. What on earth? This is Godzilla, right? We've got to fight Godzilla. Okay, we're putting our magma suit on. Prudent. Oh, it's got little air vents on the sides for the ears, so that you can get refreshing air delivered to you from the outside, rather defeating the purpose of the suit. It's also got I mentioned this the first time we saw it, but we've got the viewing mask, the clear lens on the front, so that you can see out into the molten rock which is pressed right up against your face and is not in any sense transparent. Okay, oh, Maxie's talking to me. Hello, Maxie. Thank you for the suit. Let's call it even. Okay, we see the readings from the suit. They suggest that Groudon has appeared, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Now we battle it, yes. You must listen. Do not waste even a single second. Leap upon Groudon's... What? The plan is to ride Godzilla? Where's he going? Then let... She's breaking up. Well then. Oh god, we've got to ride the thing. Oh Christ. There's no earthly way of knowing which direction we are going. There's no knowing where we're rowing, or which way the river's flowing. Is it raining? Is it snowing? Is a hurricane a-blowing? Are the fires of hell a-glowing? Is the grisly reaper mowing? Yes, the danger must be growing, for the rowers keep on rowing, and they're certainly not showing any sign that they are